Hey guys, it's Debbie and Ed with I'd Rather Be Camping, and we're going to start another project using, well actually not these two today, but the smallest one. I bought these from Goodwill years ago. They've been out in the shop over here, so they're just filthy because they ended up not using them. I had painted them white. They were a dark color. So we're going to turn this one into a lamp because I am in need of a lamp. So if you would like to follow along and see how we do this and hope it comes out, go ahead. We would love to, in case it's something you have at home or thinking of doing, because I was trying to look a wooden spindle-like type lamp up tall with those drum shades, and they're a little pricey, so I had these in the shop, so we thought, hey, why not? Okay, here it is up close. If you can see, this is the bottom, goes up, and what we're gonna do is, I actually like it the other way, and it's pretty stable both ways, because I like this ball part of it more at the top. So it's gonna be too tall, so Ed's gonna take this off.
Cut this right here.
Yeah. So that's the beginning of it, is cutting it down.
Getting it straight can be the hard part.
No going back now, right?
Looks like a lamp now.
So we'll see how this goes now. Just gonna sand it, I think, trying to drill through that.
Hold it, so in case my drill catches, it won't jerk it out of my hand. I think I'm going to try to drill straight through the middle with a 1/2 inch, because I believe the outside of those
Okay,
tubes are
what we
1/2
have
inch.
here is these.
I have several of these, and they screw together.
Yeah, they're left over from when we redid our kitchen, when we hung pendant lighting. Ed knew we were going to be doing this lamp. He said we could probably use those. So that is what we're going to use, and what he's getting ready to do is drill
Try to get this
straight as
so
possible.
we're pretty level there.
Yeah.
And if I hold this drill
Level, not like that.
magnet's not that good.
Let's see. He's
If I
gonna
hold the drill about right there, I should go pretty good through there.
That's what we're hoping for.
Okay, I turned it around. I'm in it this far,
So yeah, over halfway.
so I'm going to turn it around. Make sure I'm in the center, because this is a little bit, it moves around a little bit, which is good. So
Hope he
I don't have
meets.
to be dead in the center.
Hope he meets up where he started. Right?
I can see light at the end of the tunnel. We got 3 pieces, which are going to be too long, but I can cut them.
Is it gonna go through? Let's hope. I don't see a reason why not.
There it is.
Woo. So That's pretty awesome. Yeah, we'll go get the other lamp for our parts. Okay, this is the lamp we're going to use that belonged to my mom. I think she even got it at Goodwill. I'm not quite sure. Could have been somewhere else. But I'm even going to probably, what do you think, Ed? We just use this.
Sure.
And we'll put that, I'll cut that to fit the bottom of that. And this is, Ed will be reusing all this. I might even use this spindle on there. Wow, that's really on there.
Long-winded.
Right. But yeah, it has, I don't know, what is that, a clear silver cord? So we're going to just reuse all of the parts. So far it'll be $0. It's just trying to find a shade. I want a drum style shade. But we'll see. Apparently this had a crack in it we never noticed before, but that's alright. I'll fill that in. I'm going to be painting this and distressing it anyway. But there you have it. Let's go back. So start taking it apart.
These are just spring loaded.
Yeah.
Little caps go on it.
We'll probably, I don't know, are we going to spray paint that, or I don't know, you may not even see it under the shade. I might go ahead and spray paint it white though.
Have to get some pliers. Take that. Just take this nut loose and everything pulls up through the top. When you take the wires, you take the wires loose out of the socket and you can pull everything through here.
Yeah, that's cool. So if this is something you'd like to do, you know, to get these lamps, if you don't have a relative to give you a lamp, I've seen some cheap ones at, I know, hard to believe, even Goodwill. I've seen some for about $6, and on Facebook Marketplace, I've seen them as low as $5. So if you, because yeah,
parts.
when we were pricing things, this thing alone was like $7 or $8. The sockets were anywhere from $4 to $7, and I'm not sure if this is a three-way switch or not. Guess we'll find out. And then, you know, you have the cord, so it's best to buy probably go with a used lamp, as long as it's working. I guess if this fits in there right, he'll probably use it instead of this, right, Ed?
Yeah. It looks like it's going to be the right size.
Sorry about the traffic.
Good.
Right behind this brick wall is, what is that, 6 lanes of traffic. So it gets quite noisy in our backyard. Anyway, we'll see. It's on there tight, huh? Well, it's a good thing we have 2 lamps, because these are on there so tight that, show me, Ed, when he had his wrench on there.
This will not come off.
Yeah, that little.
It is screwed on there. I don't know if they cross-threaded it or what.
But he broke.
But it broke the end of the light fixture off.
That part's okay, but now we have to attempt. Well, we have all this we can use though, right?
We're still good.
We're still good. But
I wanted to make 2.
Yeah. Oh, well, we have this one. We're just hoping it don't break. Anyway, I turned the camera off, and right after I turned the camera off, I heard it. I was like, uh-oh. Yeah.
Try to see what happened to it.
This is take 3. The second one broke again, and apparently what it was, this is plastic off the other lamps. They had glued, I don't know why.
They had glued these bottom sections
Yeah.
to this pipe. So when I grabbed it and twisted it to unscrew it,
On
it
both
just
lamps.
crushed.
But we still have all the parts from both lamps,
Right.
and he ran over, went ahead and spent the $5 and bought the lamp socket, which he painted black because they were shiny brass, gold, and now he's gonna put it together.
They were
So
like $5.
yeah, you might be able to get them on. I'll have to look on Amazon. But beware of that. We didn't know that. He has taken many lamps apart.
Yeah, and they just spin them apart.
Yeah,
A lot of times they're loose.
yeah, so we never have seen that before.
Okay, I'm gonna try to put this up in a crooked hole.
Mm.
I have my net and my washer on here.
Sorry about the
So I
traffic.
can,
It's that time of the day. People are getting off work.
look at that, went right in.
Oh, something going right. Is it in far enough? Because
And this is a little adapter.
oh, and that came with the socket, right? That you just bought?
No,
Oh,
that I had.
that he had. Is that because the adapters are for the different size
Yeah,
little pipes?
this is a ½ inch.
And some of them are an 1/8 inch.
Yeah,
That's
and then the socket's gonna be an 1/8 inch.
yeah. It's kind of a bummer. The first two were like that. The lamps were like that because that was different.
Okay, this is a little bit too long here, so I'm gonna have to shave it off because it won't set straight.
That's not a big deal, is it?
But we'll do that later. So you might have to do that. And then we have a little adapter here. That will screw into our other piece that I don't have. Make a pilot hole first.
Is it that's just a pilot hole, huh? So it won't crack. Okay, his pull in. Got his cord pulled through there. Hopefully this is a good fit.
Perfecto.
So we came in because it's just so noisy out there. So we're in my craft room and he's just sliding
This
these pieces on.
holds this on that holds your lamp on. I mean your shade on.
Yeah.
So we'll put this on. Sure we're good and tight. Put it this way.
Okay, make it where it's easier for you to work on it.
And then our
When-
a little tip here is if you cut your corners a little bit off
At an angle.
at an angle, just clip them a little bit. It'll go through your,
A little easier.
yeah, your little, about a little easier there. I mean, it fits pretty tight, but
This is just how we're doing it. You know, if you don't have experience working with this electrical stuff, it may not be the project for you. But I've been wanting one of these lamps, and I'm going to, I think, paint this black.
And another tip is always leave your cord loose, because when you're spinning this stuff, your cord's twisting.
Yeah, this
So
needs to just be hanging there.
you just be hanging there.
Right. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe I'm going to do black and then seal the black on and then do a white flat or chalk paint and then just distress it. That's what I'm thinking. See how it, you know.
Okay, and this little guy here just slides out. Just like that.
There's your,
And your silver is your line, and it goes on the side with no writing.
so
and your-
this one side has, I don't know if it'll
See how
pick
it has
up.
writing on it, or a black line, or something
Yeah, you
to
can see it.
identify that. This is the large spade on your plug-in. So that goes to the load.
Which is
Gold.
that brass colored.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Silver, no lines, no writing. Gold, there's a mark on your wire somewhere.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it.
Or want to be white and want to be black,
Oh, that's true.
you know. The white goes to the silver, the black goes to the gold. And that keeps everything, you know, in line, so. Just strip these back a little bit. And pick that off the floor later.
Yeah.
Twist them up real good so they don't frail out.
Yeah, he went and got his glasses so he could see.
Okay, you just slide it right beside it. Don't get your plastic under it.
That's,
Just like that.
yeah, then you just tighten that down on it.
Mm-hmm. Don't have to get animal with it, but
Mm-hmm.
and make sure your curl goes to the right, the way you're turning your screw, so it doesn't get it all frilly.
Mm-hmm.
See how you turn it to the left to loosen it?
And you do the same on that side,
Mhm.
right?
Put a little curve in it.
A little hook, like
Well, it
thin?
doesn't have to be a hook, but
Oh, let me,
just a little curve,
so you can kind of catch it on there.
and that's it.
Yay, another step done.
And there's a little slot here for your little turner on or offer thing.
Your
Whatever.
switch,
Whatever that is.
the little knob.
You just slide it on like that, and then these go over these. So you just pull your wire from the behind.
So you want me to pull it and you hold
No.
that? Okay.
So you get it close. Leave a little bit of space. And that just supposedly pops in there. Just
So
like
it's all,
that.
yeah,
And then there's your
part for the light bulb. And here's the little switch. Well, of course the battery died. And I got my other camera. Then that camera died. But anyway, this battery charged up enough, I think, to get a little more. But this is that piece he drilled to put in. And that's the light bulb that was on my mom's lamps. It's not a three-way light bulb, so I'll be getting a new one. I just wanted to make sure it worked. But that's it all together. Gonna have to hunt for a shade. So I need to go fill this in with some Durham. There's some cracks in it. You can see, I'll fill those in. I'm gonna sand it down, right? I'll paint it black, and then a flat white or a chalk paint white over it, and then distress it and hunt for a shade. This is the stuff I'm using. I'm sure you could use any wood fuller, but I just use these little Dixie cups. Mixed me a little up, and I'm just gonna put some in these. I kind of sanded some of it and thought, that's kind of a waste of time because I'm gonna have to sand it when I'm done. Because this will take a little bit to dry, and when it dries, let's see, I'm getting it in these, pushing it in those cracks. Just, I guess, the wood started splitting. Is that what happened, Ed?
yeah, when it's
just got so dry.
wood's always moving.
Yeah, well, it moved a lot. Just some places wherever.
It kind of looks like it was broke and somebody glued it.
I don't know. I think,
maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it just split. Now, like I said, these have probably been in my, been in our shop probably, I know, probably like 6 years or so, maybe. And they did come from, they came from, you know, Goodwill years ago. Probably, maybe 6 to 8 years. It is a little, but we'll feel these. It don't matter if it's over, because you're going to be sanding that down. Okay, as you can see, I taped this all off and that because I was going to spray it, but then I realized I didn't have any black spray paint, and I'm not running to the store, so I do have this. I'm just going to brush it on. I already sanded with that Durham. I sanded all of that. It sanded really nice and really smooth, so it shouldn't be a problem. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. I'm going to get sanding, not sanding, I'm going to get painting. I'm just brushing it on instead of spray painting. It would be a lot faster, but this ain't too horribly bad. And the coverage doesn't have to be great because it's just going to be covered up with white. This is just for the distressing of it. So it shouldn't take too long. Starting at the top, and I'm going to work my way down. I'm probably going to need 2 coats of this chalk paint. It is really thick. I have wet my brush so it'll go on a little, you know, easier. It's not hard. It's just pretty thick. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just put this first coat on there, let it dry, do a second coat, and then I will seal it. No, take that back. I will distress it, then I will seal it. So, catch me back here when the distressing starts. Alright, I'm just going to wet distress it because it's working well. I just finished with the second coat which I think is fine, and it's probably set for about 20 minutes. And I'm just going to, I have a damp washcloth, and I'm just going to kind of like take some off. If you can see, it crackled, which is fine with me. I'm assuming it's because I put this over the other paint, this flat paint. It's happened to me before, but oh well, we're just gonna go with it.
It's not big crackle.
No, it's okay. And I'm just gonna
try to get the black to come through.
Yeah. And we have a lot of places where you can bring it through, which will look good and bring kind of a dimensional out, right?
Yeah.
But,
where the lines show up.
yeah, I'm afraid if I use sandpaper, because I didn't seal the black, that it'll probably go right through the black. So we'll just do it this way. And I have some places is kind of thicker coat. So I'm going to work my way around. You get the drift here, and crackle pan, distress it, and then I'll probably just spray it with a seal it so it can be wiped off and stuff, and we'll put it together with the light bulb in the shade. Okay, I got it all distressed as much as I want to do, as much as my hands will tolerate. That carpal tunnel. Anyway, this is what I'm going to use for the seal, to, so I could at least wipe the dust off. But we're going to take it out, and I'm going to spray it. There it is, all done. And I think it came out pretty good. I am a little disappointed we had to spend some money on it, because the goal was to basically do it for $0, because I knew I was going to have to buy a lampshade. But it's okay. I had to spend $5. And I was hoping to find a lampshade on Facebook Marketplace, but gave up on that. So here it is. At least it's all wood. This is what, see if I can get, if I turn the light out, it just, on, it just does not show very well. I'll have Ed maybe come over here and turn it on, but that's how it looks. You want to turn it on. It has that 3-way switch, which is good. So, that's low. And it goes, medium and high. I think the high is a 100 watt or comparable to, because it is LED. So that should give me some good light to read by. It'll be fun to decorate now, because I had another lamp there, but haven't had a lamp there for a while because I was going to make this. So that'll do it for this project. Hope this gave you some ideas, and be careful when you're doing electrical. If you don't have experience in that, try to get somebody to help you with that, because it's nothing to mess around with. But anyway, alright, this is Debbie and Ed with I'd Rather Be Camping. Hope you come back again. Bye bye.